What up guys, this is Monkey Figure Reviews, and today we are going to unbox the One Piece Grandista Nero Roronoa Zoro figure by BANPRESTO / Bandai Spirits. Let us take a quick look at the box first. Right at the front we have our series name, an image of the figure we are going to get, the character name, the BANPRESTO logo and the Bandai Spirits logo. At the side we have another image of Zoro, a different angle. The other side, another angle as well, a different look. And at the back we can see the image of the other head sculpt we are going to get for this Zoro. Right at the top we have our toy sticker here to prove its authenticity. As you can see, the box is brand new and sealed. We are going to do the unboxing together. Let's go. I have taken out the parts of the figure and we have a total of 7 pieces. We have the upper body, the lower body, the 2 head sculpts, and the swords themselves coming in 2 parts as well. The Wado Ichimonji separate from the rest, and we have the supporting stand. This is how Zoro looks like when put together. He looks quite badass with his sword drawn, looks like he's ready to go into battle and fight. I'm really liking the pose. And please take note that he cannot stand on his own, so this supporting base is absolutely necessary. Let us take a quick look at the figure starting from the head sculpt. In terms of character likeness, it looks pretty much like Zoro, so that is quite well done. Of course, style-wise, it is in line with how the One Piece Grandistas have been all along, which is more cutish, more cartoonish. And for the details, the eyes, the mouth, the nose, I'll just leave it to you to see. They're all quite decent. And on this side, we have his trademark earrings. I do think that this time round, the connection between the face piece and the hair piece is a lot better. It looks more seamless compared to previously, where the connections were very obvious and there were significant gaps. So that looks to be a big improvement. I like it. And overall, the hair looks like this time around they added the shading. It's lighter at the top and slightly darker towards the bottom, flowing towards the back. And it looks to be of better material compared to the previous Grandista Zoro, where it looks cheap, more shiny, more plasticish. Here it's definitely better. The finishing overall is also better, maybe except for certain areas you can see some lines. And mine has a bit of a problem here, and also some lines on this side. But overall, I think they did improve on the head sculpt. This is the second head sculpt of Zoro. Everything else should look the same except for the face, especially when it comes to the hair color and the way the hair rests on his head. So at the front, you can see this very funny expression of Zoro. Very comical. Right up from the manga, the anime, with the wide eyes, the open mouth, which is similar to Sanji's alternative face. And the details that are done in the mouth are also very good, with the way it is painted. Usually they messed up with the mouth areas, but I think this time round for both the Grandista Neros, they have done a good job. And this face is, of course, is just so funny. I really love it. I think I'll display him with this face. The Wado Ichimonji sword details, just to have a close-up, and I would say it is similar to how it looked like previously. So it's just a very normal sword, nothing fanciful about it when it comes to the painting. Very average, and no changes here as far as I can tell. For his body, the main difference from the previous Grandista Zoro figure is that this time round, his left arm is holding out the Wado Ichimonji. And for the rest of the details, as far as I can tell, they are more or less the same. There are a little bit of shading throughout the figure, especially around the muscles, the contours of the muscles, and around the outfit. Some parts are darker, some parts are lighter. I think it's slightly more obvious towards the bottom. It's darker here and lighter here. but I don't think it is clear enough for you to see in the video. You might think it's just my natural lighting. And of course, the scar here, this is carved into the body sculpt, so you can actually feel the depth difference. And the rest of it is pretty much the same. The creases on the outfit you can see for yourself. The details around the sash, around the bottom. And here we have the two swords, the Sandai Kitetsu and the Shusui. Similar to the Wado Ichimonji, the details on the sheath are also very basic and simple. No upgrade as far as I can tell in this area. The paints are very cheap looking, so don't expect high quality looking swords. Towards the back, you can see the details for yourself, the creases and the ribbon tie of the bandana. And for the waist sash, it is the same issue once again as the previous figure. The way the joint line is done is not good at all. The way how this connects is that this part of the red sash has to wrap around the swords after they are connected to the waist, but it is just too tight, it is not long enough, and hence you have this very significant gap in the connection area. It is very ugly from the back, but if you display it from the front, then maybe you wouldn't notice it. Still, this is an issue that they could have fixed because it is a modeling issue from the previous figure. And I really think it's a missed opportunity. This figure could have been more perfect just to get all these things fixed up. And at the bottom, the creases are very well done, very natural looking. And of course we have his black pants, his black shoes. Not much details here other than what you can see on the camera, and this is the supporting stand. The height of this figure from the bottom of his feet to the top of his head, it is around 28.5 cm, so about 11.25 inches. Here I have Zoro next to the Grandista Nero Sanji, and they don't look too bad, huh? Side by side with one another, especially with the funny, comical, angry faces. And it looks like they are about to lay some smack on someone, the unfortunate someone that managed to piss off both of them at the same time. Here I have Zoro next to the rest of my Grandista figures, so you can do a little bit of size and height comparison. And for himself, his stance, his pose is a little bit more unique, drawing out his sword, so it allows more dynamism when displayed next to the Grandistas, especially when in the monster trio. Here I have my Sanji and Zoro next to my Maximatic version 1 Luffy figure. And in terms of scale, they are very close to one another, so they will look good side by side. And in my opinion, when you put them like this as the monster trio, all looking ready to fight, especially with the added dynamism of the Maximatic figure, they look great. And this is definitely a possible display option. Here I have taken out some of my Zoro figures to do more comparison. This is the Portrait of Pirates sailing against Zoro. This is the Masterlized Best Edition Zoro, which is the same scale as your King of Artists, Master Stars piece, Flag Diamond Ship, Glitter and Glamours, Glitter and Brave. And this is the big size Zoro figure, which is similar in scale to your Masterlized Extra. These two figures, by the way, are still some of my top figures, some of my favorites, and it looks like they will stay there for a long time to come. Alright guys, that's pretty much all I have to share for this figure. In my opinion, the main selling point of him is just this very funny looking and comical Zoro face. Other than that, there is really nothing interesting, nothing new that is of a significant upgrade when compared to the first version. So if you already own the first one and you're okay with that, then I think it's not necessary to spend twice the money just to get this Zoro figure. For the exchangeable parts, you can't really do much between the two versions because the first one, his whole upper half came as one piece. You can't swap out the head, swap out the arm or anything. So definitely it's very restricted in that area. Alright guys, as usual, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. If you like my video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you're new here, you like what I'm doing, don't forget to subscribe and also hit the bell notification button so you don't miss out on new videos like this. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.